There he is. Won 11 straight regular season starts at home against the Jets. The 0-2 Jets are in town to face the 2-0 Pats, who were favored by 21.5. Luke Falk, by the way, starting for the Jets. Meanwhile, his alma mater hosting UCLA and an absolutely wild one. And Gardner Minshew II in the aforementioned jorts there to cheer on his team, finding themselves with the lead at 3rd and goal. Anthony Gordon finding Aesop Winston. They connected 3 times for touchdowns in the first half. Gordon, the 3rd Pac-12 quarterback with 300 passing yards, 5 passing TDs in a first half. Minshew and Falk were the last 2 to do it. 3rd quarter, Washington dominating, and it's Gordon this time finding Desmond Patman for the touchdown, tying a school record for most passing touchdowns in a game. That's Minshew II's record with 7. They lead 49-17. Dorian Thompson Robinson finding Demetric Felton.
Oh, my.
And a huge play here. 94-yard touchdown. UCLA cutting the deficit to 11. Back to Washington State. Gordon finds Patman, fumbles the ball, and it's recovered by the Bruins. So a break there for UCLA. They get it back, and now we're on to the 4th as Mike Leach watches on. 1st and goal, UCLA. It's Thompson Robinson finding Desmond Assisi. It's a touchdown. And now they cut the deficit to 3 after a 2-point conversion. Next drive, Gordon back to work. Deep to Winston. It's a 23-yard touchdown. Washington State back on top by 10. 7:50 left. Washington State up by 3 now and punting. And Kyle Phillips on the return shakes 1 tackle, gets to midfield, cuts across the field, breaks a tackle inside the 20, and he is off. A 69-yard punt return as UCLA rallies from down 32 points. They take the lead. Next drive for Washington State, 3rd and 10. Gordon finds Matt Borgi, gets by a defender, off to the races, 65 yards. I mean, Jay, could there be more big plays in this game?
I don't know.
Washington State back on top, 63-60. What does Chip Kelly do? Under 3 minutes to play. UCLA is in a 4th and 5, and he goes for it, and Thompson Robinson's pass is incomplete. They turn the ball over on downs. Now it's back to Washington State, and Gordon, he's complete to Winston, but what happens? Oh, no. Winston loses the ball. The referee rules him down, but look, he loses control of the ball before the knee hits the ground. They overturn the call. That, ladies and gentlemen, is a fumble. Next drive by the Bruins, it's Thompson Robinson. Quick screen to Felton. He takes it in. It's a 15-yard touchdown. There are more points in this game than any in the history of the Pac-12. Next drive by Washington State with UCLA leading this one 67-63. Gordon drops back, but Keyshawn Lucifer South hits him from behind, forces a fumble. Bruins recover, pulling off the incredible comeback, 50 points in the second half.
We're young, we're maybe the youngest team in the country, but they've battled and they've given great effort. We've played a heck of a schedule now. Play San Diego State, Cincinnati, and Oklahoma. I put that schedule for the start of the season against anybody. And for our guys to come back the way they did and keep battling back, they believe in each other, they trust each other, and I'm just really happy for our players. It's a Pac-12 after dark Saturday night win.
If we play like we did the first half, there ain't anybody can beat us. If we play like we did the second half, everybody can beat us. It's about as simple as that. I mean, we collapsed in every phase of the game, offense, defense, special teams, every phase.
First win of the season for the Bruins and their 32-point comeback tied for the 3rd largest in FBS history and the largest since UCLA came back from 34 down to beat Texas A&M 2 years ago. Over the last 10 seasons, UCLA now has 2 wins by trailing by at least 32 points. All other schools are 0 and 1,307.
That's a great game. This game, Hannah, don't watch. 93,246 fans in attendance. Number 3, Georgia hosting number 7, Notre Dame. Largest crowd in Sanford Stadium history. DeAndre Swift takes the carry, hurdles the defender, gain of 10. Watch. Sean Crawford's like, where'd he go? Over me. 18 carries, 98 yards, and a TD for Swift. A little later, Jake Fromm looking for Lawrence Cager. Touchdown! Georgia up 20-10. And the fans are going crazy. Under 4 minutes to play. Notre Dame down 23-10. Ian Book Throwing right, Chase Claypool making the grab, 23-yard gain inside the Georgia 5. Tough grab by Claypool. Here we go, next play. Book looking for Claypool again, got him again. Notre Dame coming back, 23-17 to score. Georgia forced to punt, so an ensuing Notre Dame drive. The Irish in Georgia territory, facing a 4th and long. Book dropping back, avoiding the pressure, trying to escape the pressure. Slings it downfield. It's going to be incomplete. Number 3, Georgia takes out number 7, Notre Dame, 23-17. Notre Dame has now lost 11 straight games against AP top 5 opponents. And in fact, they have now lost 18 of their last 19 games against AP top 5 teams over the last 20 seasons. That is the 4th worst win percentage among teams to have played at least 10 such games.
To the NFL now, after the Patriots cut ties with Antonio Brown on Friday. His agent, Drew Rosenhaus, says that he's had communication with, quote, a few teams that are interested, close quote, in Brown, and that, and I'm quoting again, they want information regarding his legal situation and the NFL investigation, close quote. This is according to Adam Schefter, who's here now and literally taking phone calls as I was reading that. So 3 teams have parted ways with AB since March. What's the latest on that situation?
This is a situation where basically his agent, Drew Rosenhaus, said last night that he has had contact with a few teams that have inquired about his situation. Now, the NFL's investigation is ongoing right now. And these teams, it doesn't sound like when you talk to people around the league, they're going to make a move right now. Drew wants to try to get this done. The teams want to try to wait. But this is something that's going to play out over time where he basically is on the sidelines for the time being while the NFL investigates the latest claims against him and the sexual assault allegations. So AB's out of football. He's on ice right now. I think there'll be teams that are monitoring his situation, but it doesn't sound like when you talk to other people in the league that there are teams willing to do anything about his situation until the league wraps up its process. I also should add this. This just in, some breaking news.
Okay.
James White, the Patriots running back, is not going to play today. His wife is scheduled to give birth. He's not at the stadium. He's not going to be there.
Wow.
So obviously no Antonio Brown and no James White today for the Patriots.
However, they are hosting the 0-2 Jets, and they're 21.5-point favorites. Really quickly, how long might that investigation take into AB? So what are we talking about here?
Basically, the league is not under any rush right now because he's not on a team. So the league can take its time. It knows that a team is not going to sign him. So there's nothing pushing it, no urgency to that situation.
And nothing will happen until that's concluded. So it could be a while. I know you're really busy there.
That's right.
Jalen Ramsey obviously requested a trade. They had a really nice, good feeling home win on Thursday night. So many teams are interested in him, but what's the latest there?
Look, Jacksonville does not want to trade Jalen Ramsey right now.
Period. For anything? Or
at this time, right now, Jacksonville does not want to trade Jalen Ramsey.
Okay.
Jalen Ramsey wants to be traded. We have what I would call a standoff with 2 differing sides. The team is scheduled to return to work on Monday. We'll see how Jalen Ramsey handles that. We've seen this before where players show up, they're not happy, and all of a sudden, a mysterious injury crops up, and all of a sudden they can't practice. And I have a feeling we've seen players try to seize some control of power in the NFL in recent seasons. This may be the next test case of what goes on because he wants to be traded and they don't want to move him right now.
And he started every game at corner since he entered the league in 2016.
He's a great player.
Hard worker.
Great player, not in dispute.
Right.
Jacksonville wants to keep him. He wants out. Let's see where it ends up.
Adam Schefter, we will see you at the top of the hour. Get back to your phone.
Thank you, Hannah. Appreciate it.
Thanks.
Hannah, Adam, what makes our expert ready